It's a lovely day for riding a bike. It's cold, but it's nice and dry, and that's always a bonus. I'm just going to be talking rubbish today because I've got a new sound recorder that I'm trying out. I know, you're thinking, well, what's different about that? You always talk rubbish. And you'd be right. Interested to see what the traffic is like today. Because it's Boxing Day. How many people have chosen shopping over family? I'm old enough to remember when shops didn't open on Boxing Day. And life was generally better. Used to get a week off work between Christmas and New Year. But the greedy retailers want more and more and more. And they want to be open as late as possible on Christmas Eve and as early as possible on Boxing Day. And really, if they thought they could get away with it, they'd be open Christmas Day. And because the retailers are open, they put pressure on the suppliers to stay open. Which puts pressure on the transport companies. And eventually we get to the situation where nobody has any time off. And then the retailers that caused the situation in the first place start complaining and saying, oh, they don't make much money anymore because people don't celebrate Christmas the way they used to. But it's them that caused the problem. They just want people to work more, work longer, work harder, push, push, push. And now they're complaining. The people in their 50s are taking early retirement. And they won't come back to work. And the rich people sit around all day doing nothing and moan about the fact that poor people won't work 6 days a week. So they're sitting around in government discussing how they can encourage people back to work. The answer to that, as far as I'm concerned, is fairly simple. Stop treating people like shit. It really is that simple. People are being pushed to the limit. Do more, make more, sell more. And on top of that, don't talk to your colleagues. Don't go out for a cigarette. Surveillance systems, so they can check up. Performance monitoring systems, so they can pit you against somebody else. Thank you. Right. And that's how it goes. So let's stop all of that. Make work a pleasant place to be again. But that's not going to happen. So when I heard that the government were trying to sort things out, encourage people back to work, I thought, oh, that's nice. They'll start telling employers to treat people a bit better. Flexible hours, those kinds of things. But no, turns out what they're going to try and do is scare people by telling them you might not have enough money. Morning. Because government ministers think that everyone else is as greedy as them. They think that by telling people they won't have enough money for new cars, foreign holidays, all of those kind of things, the people will go, oh no, I'd better get back to work. But people, many of them forced into early retirement due to lockdowns, have reassessed their lifestyle, realised that they have reasonable quality of life with less money. And the employers haven't helped. Look at British Airways. Couldn't wait to get rid of all their staff during lockdown. And then after lockdown, they wanted them back. They told them to come back and work for less money. And were surprised when people said no. I'm doing all right, thank you. Found other ways to occupy myself. That was a bit of an impromptu rant. What I really wanted to talk about today was tyres. Feeling a bit depressed at the moment. The more astute will have noticed I'm out on the Giant again today. And that's because I've had another puncture on the trek. It's getting a bit depressing now. It's quite literally every time I go out on the trek I get a puncture. And I got the tyres I did because supposedly they have good puncture resistance, and it's Christmas and I've got family round, and so I've snuck out for a quick ride, but I haven't got time to be putting the bike up on the stand and pulling wheels out and so on. So I'm wondering, if there's some way we could do run flats like they do on cars, on bikes. I don't know. I'm sure people are laughing, kind of be stupid. But it's a thought. I have seen a system with a sort of expanding foam insert. And then when the tyre gets a puncture, the foam expands and you can carry on going. And I like that idea. But at the moment it's really expensive. But maybe if it catches on, the price will come down. It is cold today. I thought I had enough layers on, but I'm starting to think I don't. So I don't know what tyres to buy. I don't know if running tubeless is going to solve my problems, but I'm going to give it a try, I think. Although it does involve more work, because the rims say tubeless ready, but they're not, because they haven't got tape inside. Now, as far as I'm concerned, if you say tubeless ready, that means it's ready to put a tubeless tyre on. That's not the case. What they should say is tubeless compatible. And there's a lot of that goes on in the bike industry. Overselling. Telling you that this bike can do something, only to find that it can't, and you need more money to do the thing that they promised.